Because IG is just a few seconds behind, is it
You know
not?
what? It's kind of like remember Super Bowl, and now all of TV goes a few seconds behind because of Janet
Yes.
Jackson.
That's right. The infamous nip slip.
Woo! That's what it's. There we go. Now it's set up on my screen. The nip slip. It's like 33 seconds later, Instagram decided
Is that how we're starting the pod today? Is with a nip slip?
the nip slip. No, let's not start like that. Let's just see. Okay, we are live on Instagram as well. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you've had an absolute gorgeous week. Welcome back from the sidelines with Coach Shayain and my brother Bahman. Today is going to be such a fun, great sports episode. Number one, if you're Canadian, you're probably not logging on and or listening to us because it's Canada versus US women's hockey finals currently going on. And we wanted to make sure that we showed up for you. So I didn't push it back an hour. Usually I would have, but I'm like, you know what? No, we got to stay consistent for the people. And if you are listening in the evening or another day on Spotify or any of the podcast platforms, you are the smart one because you watched probably the hockey and now you're also listening to the podcast. And if you are on live, we would love for you to engage with us because we love engagement.
Are
So
you yelling again?
I am not yelling again. And for the record, I had a few people let me know that I was not yelling and they could hear me very clearly. Maybe you need to
I need to project. Okay, the difference is we were sitting side by side last time, so it felt like you were screaming
no,
at
you
the.
still have to project to the people.
I
You can't
understand.
talk
I just
underneath
and
other
then I
people.
was right beside you, so I'm like, is she yelling at the people and at me? Like, is
No,
this a
mostly yelling at you.
simultaneous now?
Mostly just yelling at you.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I wanted everyone to know. So we're going to talk sports. We always like to put a little bit of like culture and fashion in there. And then you wanted to do a series on like what's on our feed. So that'll be fun to see what is your Instagram algorithm feeding you and what mine is feeding me, which will be very, very different. But we
Mhm.
will be sharing that with you as well. So we're going to do a fun few segments today. But before we kick anything off, Kang Hei Fat Choi, Happy Chinese New Year or Happy New Year, Happy Year of the Fire
Happy
Horse.
lunar New Year.
Happy Lunar New Year, Happy Year of the Horse. I know that I saw like a post 2 days ago which said uh, Lunar New Year, Ramadan, and Lent all started on the same day, and I don't think that happens like very often. So that's kind of big and fun. So if you're celebrating any of those things, how great is that? So you know what? What do you want to wish for the people for the year? I'm going to start with great health because I'm still on crutches. I still am in a boot. So I wish everyone for the rest of the year to have great health, no injuries for you and your family. You know what? Lots of joy and laughter. I would love that for the world and more peace. And let's travel. Let's travel and explore and be adventurous.
This is like your personal list,
You
not
can project
exactly.
into the people also.
Yeah. People are literally like, I don't want to travel, and you're like, let's
Let's
travel.
travel.
Let's
Okay, well
go.
that's what I'm projecting for them. What are you saying to the world?
I hope they gallop with in good health with the horse. It's a fiery horse, so a little sass hurt nobody. And yeah, I hope people find moments of joy and laughter because we need more of that. And I hope for people who feel like they're in this alone, which is a lot of people, I hope they can find a bit of comfort knowing that they are not doing it alone. So I hope they find someone, a friend, a community, a sporting event, a
And if
sporting
they don't
community.
have anyone, they have us. So you can join us every Monday and Thursday and join the chat, get in here, write all your thoughts on all the things sports and culture and whatever we're talking about that day or arguing with each other about. So you have us. Ultimately, you can join us if you don't have like a stronger support system, but sometimes people don't. If you don't care about sports, tell us what you care about. We would love to chit chat about that. We're chatty people. So we'll, get in here and chat about all those things.
Okay, so
Um,
chatty. Okay, what would
uh,
you like to chat about first today?
First, I just want to say that our prime minister was legit in our town having dim sum. We go there. We've eaten there before.
I saw this last night. Speaking of what's on our feed,
I know I'm
crazy.
crushing it because it's Chinese New Year, so I'm just
You're
transitioning into the
trying it.
Chinese New Year part.
Shy, he was 2 seconds from where we like grew up.
Down the street.
Did
Yeah.
the one that you talked about, the one that you were like, it's always so busy. The parking lot's hard, so we didn't go there the other
No,
day.
we didn't go there because they don't have tons of vegetarian options. So I'm really blaming you in this one a little bit. No, I'm not really blaming you, but they don't have tons of vegetarian options, and it's a very, very authentic dim sum experience to the fact where it's like on trolleys. If you haven't had dim sum or dumplings, you must try it. They're so delicious. They come in all shapes and sizes. They come with all flavors, all different meats, veg, whatever your cup of tea is. And they come with a trolley. And it's, I would say, the most authentic experience in Richmond you can get. They come with trolleys. They don't really say too much. It's like, do you want it or not? We're moving to the next table kind of vibe. And I thought that maybe for like the first day of the Lunar New Year, I wasn't feeling that like attitude aggressiveness. So we went to a nicer spot that we go to. But you know what? The Canadian Prime Minister was there, and he's giving out red envelopes, and he told people there was chocolate inside. I mean, how cute!
When do you think he went? Do you think he went on the actual? He must have gone on the Tuesday,
Yes,
like the
he
actual day.
has to. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's where everyone's in there celebrating. Um,
Amazing.
Anyways, that was fun. That was like when you sent that over to me, I was very excited to see him over there. Okay,
Mhm.
so happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, whatever you're celebrating, I hope you're just having a great time and celebrating life and fun. Okay, I want to hit you with topics of discussion today. We're going to talk soccer/football, Olympics, because we have to talk Winter Olympics. A lot has happened in Winter Olympics. A little sneak peek on like F1 vibes. I'm wearing my where's the logo? I'm wearing my Mercedes sweater because why not? We got to get rolling with all things F1. I don't have too much of a basketball update for all you basketball fans, and then massive tennis updates because we must with the tennis.
Oh,
And then a few little cultural pieces here and there, and then I always hit you up with a did you know golf piece of what's happening in the golf space. So let's just talk fast, quick, Cole's notes because I know you have no idea what's happening in the soccer/football world. So
yeah.
I'm going to start with that. As you can see, my dream of having the background of the pitch /BC Place /Whitecaps did not fully come to fruition, but guess what? The season's long.
Oh,
I will be there.
okay.
We will be there
Okay.
eventually. So we got to manifest that. We're going to make that happen because it's New Year. We're going to say all the positive things. I also would rugby sevens happens in Vancouver in March. Would love to be on the sidelines for that as well. Love a good rugby moment.
You don't
I know
want to
you
just Photoshop these backdrops and pretend like we're there?
know I
No,
need the real thing.
of course.
So that's MLS. MLS big weekend, lots of football coming up. The season starts. Super excited to see all the new kits that we had gone through 2 episodes ago. That was fun to see all the different designs, to see it on TV and in live. I think it'd be really cool to see all the different kits/jerseys. And then a few fun Arsenal updates because like I need to. Saka, I know you probably have no idea who Saka is, but he has signed a long-term deal with Arsenal. So we are very happy. If I show you a picture, I want to say maybe you will know who he is. So let me share screen. If you are joining via podcast, I apologize in advance because
We are
you will.
such visual. We are visual people.
Yeah, we are live and
This is really designed for us to be seen. I didn't turn my ring light on for no reason. You know what I mean? Like
is it on?
the skin is glowing. Yeah, my little studio is so dark otherwise. It's like a little
Okay, here we
dungeon.
go. This is
Oh,
Saka. This is familiar to you?
oh, he does look familiar.
Really, really good footballer. Like
Yeah.
really good. So excited that he has
Okay,
signed
you're
the
yelling.
platinum
You're
deal. I am because you know what? We needed this. Let's go, Arsenal. So that is one of the things on my feed that I wanted to make sure that you saw. I just wanted to quickly explain my stress that I will be having this weekend on all things football. And the stress will be the fact that, can you see this?
No, it's too small for me.
No, no, okay, that's fine. But this is the Arsenal fixture. So, number one, remember we went through the terminology last week. The table. The table is we are winning. Arsenal is winning with the most points. We have 58 points so far. Man City has 53. You get 3 points if you win. You get 1 point if there's a draw, which is a tie. You get 0 points, obviously, if you lose. So our next match is Tottenham versus Arsenal. You know what that means, even though you don't know, but you know what that means. So that is on Sunday. I will be freaking out. I will be wearing all the garb from head to toe, and we'll be cheering them on. It's a big, big match. We need those 3 points. We need North London needs to be fully red. That's how we talk over there. And
Oh,
then I'm looking at Man City because obviously I'm looking at points and I'm like, what's happening with them? Who are they? They have Newcastle, they have Forest, they have West Ham, like Leeds. What the heck? And then we have like such big games coming up. So it's going to be a tough, but we can do it. We need to in the Premier League. I'm putting it out there. I'm moving past Arsenal, but I just needed everyone to know I will be stressed out this weekend.
great. Can't wait
Um,
to hang with you on Sunday, stressed out. That'll be fun. I'll come
Yeah, but
wearing.
I'll be really early in the morning, so you
Oh,
will
great.
see me. You know what? You'll see me a happy face because we will win this.
Have
On
one.
a more very annoying note to even bring up for football, because like we should not be having to talk about racism in
Oh,
football and soccer right now. We just shouldn't have to be. And this is the third incident that has happened with, I'm gonna say his name wrong, the Brazilian star player, uh, Vinícius.
okay.
Vinny is what they usually call him. I'm just gonna call him Vinny Jr.
Sure.
Vinny Jr. Have you trying to see if does his face look familiar to you at all?
Yeah, you know what's
From
funny? As you said, Brazilian soccer player, I already
Yeah.
knew because it made news a bunch of times. Hasn't he
Yes, this is his third
time being
time.
harassed?
Let me just explain the story to you. Champions League, biggest football stage out there when it comes to football, okay, to soccer.
Hmm.
It's on the biggest globus, highest level. Every player wants to win their league, but most importantly, Champions League because it's the full. It's winning the all star, not all star. It's winning the any championship, like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
any sport. Is that
yeah.
okay? World Series, whatever. So they are playing. Real Madrid is playing Benfica in the Champions League. I wish they would show. Or here's the kid.
Okay.
This kid, see how he's covering his mouth so the TV cameras can zoom into his face? Yeah. How intentional and disgusting is that? I need to
Mm.
get his name for you. In a statement, Portuguese and it shared Benfica on social media. Prestiani denied making any racist comments. The game
A-hole.
was paused for 10 minutes. Um, the fact that I'm even like talking about this right now, I have goosebumps all over me. I'm just so disgusted by this. It has happened a lot in Spain. And usually, like the player, now they have harsher rules to it. But of course, no one can, in quotations, prove it. The guy's covering his face. It's probably, they're going to say hearsay. The fans now, like teams will get banned if their fans are saying racial comments, so like fans will not be allowed in there,
Good.
which I love that rule. I'm here for it. It's a World Cup here, and you know we're hosting World Cup here in Vancouver. Also Toronto gets to have it, and then tons of places in the States, and then Mexico. So it's a North America, um um North America and Mexico are hosting it. We cannot accept anything even remotely close to this. So there needs to be, and all these pundits are talking, there needs to be a pretty hard and strong consequence, rule, statement, whatever they can do to put out there because it's it's just not
Wait,
okay.
quick question. The guy that this covered up that's doing it, he's on what team? A Spanish team?
Yes, it's a Portuguese team, Benfica. So it's what happens with Champions League is it's the best of Europe. So the best of the Premier League play, the best of La Liga play, that's Spain, the best of Serie A play, which
I'm
is
just
part of
trying to
Italy.
figure out, is it a brown guy being racist toward a
No,
black
he looks
guy?
like a white kid.
Oh, he's white presenting.
So let me just give
He's not
you
actually, like, he's not Spanish. He's
speaks to match referee. Okay, so let me just continue on really quick.
okay.
This is like the craziest part of the whole thing.
Okay.
They restart the match. They've calmed things down. It's been paused for 10 minutes. They restart the match. Vinny Jr. scores like
Beautiful.
an FU in your face.
Beautiful.
I'm here for it. And he scores and then goes obviously to the Benfica side of the pitch
Hmm.
and kind of like, does whatever kind of vibe, like kind of showing them like FU also. How about
Hmm.
he gets a yellow card?
Oh, get out.
I was just like, obviously didn't read it. I mean, sorry, I didn't watch it live. I was like reading it, but it was on my feed. And then I know you know who Jose Mourinho is.
Oh, sure, I sure do.
Jose Mourinho, crazy, cray cray. Jose Mourinho's crazy self then makes a statement later, which he should be fined and fired for. I'm gonna I don't know verbatim, I don't know exactly the quote, but I'm just gonna like give you like a synopsis. He essentially says, well, he must have said something or done something to make the player say something like that.
No, get out, Jose. Listen, the only reason why I know that name is because
And adios for Jose.
When we went to an Arsenal Chelsea match, wasn't he the coach for
Chelsea.
Chelsea? And the whole stadium was chanting all sorts of crude things about his wife. And that's the first time when I went to a football game and I was like, wait, you can say that? And why is the 5-year-old child also chanting these very awful things? But that was
Awful.
my first experience into a football match in the UK, and I just could not believe what they were saying about his wife. The whole, like, tens of thousands. It was crazy. That's the only reason why I know that name. Otherwise, I would have no idea who that is.
Isn't it
Uh,
crazy how that happens? Like people just can say whatever they want.
And it's so embarrassing because we're sitting there with our parents, and they're saying such awful things, and you cannot believe the things they are saying. DM me, and I'll tell you what they said. Okay, move on.
Okay, so I just want to bring that up. It's disgusting. They need to fix it. Football needs to really, really work on this whole like a lot of sports need to work on it, but especially in Spain, Europe, football and racism. This
Yeah,
poor kid, this is third time. It's a hard no for me.
it's
And I think
unacceptable.
and even if a player thinks that, oh, I want to get in his head and like
No.
XYZ, that is not getting anyone's head. That is you're straight up should just be banned from playing, and you've worked your whole life to be a pro, but you can't be doing that. I'm gonna move on.
Show me your skill set. Show me how you do it on the
Yeah,
field
be him
versus.
on the pitch,
Yeah,
defend him, do
exactly.
something that doesn't have to use your mouth. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm
Wow.
getting way too worked up
We're
over
20
this.
minutes and we need to move on.
I need to slow down a little bit. Should we talk about something happy like the Winter Olympics?
Yeah, it's been good for us. Like, it's gotten better because we are getting some gold medals now. There
Thank
was a
God.
bit of a gold medal curse with Canada. Then we got one, I want to say, like a few days ish
Last week.
ago, last week. Great. Um, yeah, so it's been nice.
You know how many we have?
What's that?
Do you know how many gold medals we
I think
have?
we have four, and the name I wanted to mention was Michael Kinsbury because he won the freestyle skiing, and that broke the quote unquote curse. And as a result,
God.
our red envelope dim sum eating prime minister Carney called him to
You guys
thank him.
saw that.
Yeah, he like thanked him for breaking the curse. And then I've seen now he's called the girls that just won the gold for free. So now is he calling everyone that wins gold, or is
You
he?
know what? Like, why not? To
And
get a
he's
call from the
great. He's
prime
so
minister, he really
relatable.
love him.
The
Like, why
conversation is so relatable and fun, and yeah, it's making for great content. But yeah, he's just like he was like in a sweater, he was in a hoodie, and he'd called them. So
he
that
wasn't a
was.
hoodie.
And then also we're pretty good, I guess, at speed skating because on the short track, Stephen Dubois, he won gold. So it's starting to trickle in. We're getting them.
This is the first gold.
Oh, right. You're giving a visual. Yeah.
Visual of the guy with the first gold. Very happy. It's
Yeah.
actually dual moguls too. Like that's crazy. And also Megan, she got a gold. And then I have the
But did
girl.
Megan get a gold in skiing? I think it
Yeah,
was skiing.
what does it say? Freestyle skiing.
Yeah.
And I have it in here because of too many of these things.
Well, I can tell you the girls,
Right here.
yeah, the threesome, and yeah,
The
long.
speed skaters, they were, how fun was it? Like the girl in the front was like super tall and it kind of became like
Yes.
smaller.
Also,
Um,
Shy, they
you know
won.
what?
They
Back
won.
to back goals.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You know what? Back to back gold. We're here for it. Go get them. It's just too good. It's too good. We're too happy. I can't remember who the fourth is, but go Canada. We are nowhere close to Norway with 16 golds. That's what the screen right here tells you.
So we have
I just
four.
need to let you know, Italy, from the last time we spoke, it was Norway, then it was the US. Italy has crept into the mix,
Okay.
and they are at 9 golds. United States at 7, France at 6. We are number 11th in terms of medal standings and how many medals we have. So total, Norway's winning with 34 medals, then Italy with 26. And how about the US with 25? So very, very close on that. And then France with 19. We have 14.
And you know, the
So,
US would have more. Oh, this is a good segue. This is a good segue. The US would have more,
but
except Eileen Gu, the
yeah,
Chinese
yeah.
freestyle skier. She's born in the
Her.
States, but she's representing China. And oof, the people of the
This
States are
is money.
livid. But do you know, like JD Vance, like all these people are livid because she just won 2 silvers. She's the most decorated ski, what's it called?
Here.
Freestyle
Yeah.
skier in history. And the vice
5
president,
times.
they're livid because
Why is she claiming China?
yeah, she's representing China and she's born in the States, but that's where
So
her
you could
heritage
do it
is
then,
from.
but that's up to her. She can do that as she wishes.
Exactly. And they're livid. They're so pissed.
Well, I
Anyway,
forget them being livid. This interview, if you're listening and you can't see it, if it hasn't showed up on your feed, I will put it in the description links notes below. But this interview, this gentleman that asks her the question, I don't want to give it away because I want people to actually watch it. Her
no, I wanted
reply.
to give it away. I want to give
Oh,
it away.
we're doing
It's
explain to them.
great. Yes, I do. Okay, first of all, she is the most decorated female freestyle skier in history. I'm reading some notes here. At
Go ahead.
18, she became the youngest Olympic champion in freestyle skiing, winning gold medals in big air, half pipe, and a silver in the slope style. And in the
Yeah.
2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing, she's the first freestyle skier to win 3 medals at a single Winter Olympics. And yeah, the whole thing about her decision to compete for China was hugely controversial, gained a lot of attention. Okay, so she wins 2 silvers and she's in the reporter's place. And this is the video you're talking about. And it's made its way all over the internet, but I love it if you haven't seen it. I was actually showing one of the girls
But
last.
what does the reporter ask? Do you remember?
Yeah, he goes, is it in this British accent? I think he's like, these 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost?
I mean, disgusting.
Well, no, she doesn't even flinch. She immediately
He
laughs.
laughs.
She laughs like
I saw
in his
the,
face.
and I was like, absolutely laugh at his stupid ass.
She laughs in his face immediately. And she's like, I'm the most decorated female free skier in history. And at some point, she's like, the
He's
two
like at least
medals,
5 times.
she's like, the 2 medals lost is a ridiculous perspective to take, but thank you.
Mm.
Oh
Thank
my.
you, next vibes. It was you know what? This poor man, because his face has made the internet. So that sucks for him. He should ask better questions. That's what I'm
His
gonna
face
leave.
should make the internet for being an idiot. And reporters need to be held like if they're gonna ask stupid ass questions, it's about time the people on the other end can give them a really dumb response. I mean, her response was incredible. It was
It
iconic.
was just like not she yeah, you know what? It was like, are you like you try? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Just to get any medal at any point is such an honor and a privilege. And you know how hard it is to do that? Boy,
It's always
please.
the people that can't even put their
I get so worked up. Really quick,
okay.
curling. Because the last on Monday, we had a whole curling debacle
Yeah.
with you. It's called a rock or a stone. So I called them both, which I'm happy that I was a bit nervous. I'm like, dang, am I saying wrong things? So
Hmm.
the thing that they're throwing is called a rock or a stone. Team Canada, I watched them play the women. I watched them play Italy like live on TV yesterday. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna lie, crazy. I was screaming at the TV, going hard, hard with the girl and this
You're
like
yelling
sweeping.
again. You're
I
yelling.
was yelling at the TV and them, but my goodness, the skill, the level of finesse,
The
the
precision. The
strategy you
precision.
have to hit a rock. And God, you better be good at geometry because it's like the angles that you have to use, the 90-degree that this to hit the stone for the stone to ricochet off the other stone and what angle it's going to clip on for it to move out. Crazy talk. I was I kind of forgot the rules a little bit about curling, and essentially in the middle is a green circle. Whichever team has their rock in touching the green circle closest to the center of the Olympic logo,
Mhm.
whoever has that, that is the team that gets the point.
Okay.
So, for example, I'm Team Canada, and what had happened was that in the green circle, Canada had a rock, and so did Italy. And then they, in between, like very beautifully, like curled the rock in the dead center
Who did?
of Team Canada did, and their last throw.
Mm.
And it went dead center. So because we were dead center, or we were the closest in the center, we got the point from that rock and the second rock. So we got 2 points.
Okay.
Anyways, and the next like so they have 10, let's say, sessions. I don't know
Hmm.
what the proper term is. Let's just the next session, Team Italy got 3 points straight away. It was crazy. They tied him 7-7. I was
Oh.
freaking out. They had to go to tiebreaker.
Oh God.
So, anyways, Team Canada is in the semifinals and they beat Korea, but the sounds of it also like in a dramatic like semifinal kind of playoff vibe. So curling is where it's at. It sounds nuts, but it's like if you understand it a bit, it's a lot of fun to
It
watch.
is fun to watch.
Should we transition into the fact that team hockey is currently being played right now?
Yes,
So
I
it's
was just going to
women's
say,
hockey, Canada versus the US. It is live.
what
We
is
are
the date?
we are also live, so we have not been able to give you it's 0-0 right
Okay.
now. Um it's very stressful. I just need to put that out there. I put something on the internet yesterday, which I'm not sharing my screen, right? Because
Mm.
I want to not put this person on blast, but also
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna put this person on blast.
No,
Okay.
don't do it.
I'm not going to. I posted a thing yesterday,
Mhm.
which was why is my internet doing weird things? It was a quote from a woman who was at the Olympics, who was part of the media, who said that they are considering women's hockey finals not a priority or a major event. So any media that wants to come, first serve. It's like it's come on, come all, easy access. I was only thing that's considered like a priority game or like a hard ticket to get for media is men's hockey. I was livid.
Here we go. Here we off she goes again.
You're
Off she
throwing me off
goes.
the rocker. I was very annoyed. I'm like, this is insane. Only would you, I'm like, you know what? The ratings will prove themselves. I'm not even gonna get too worked up. I'm just so annoyed. This is actually a real thing still.
You have
So
been very annoyed this episode.
yeah, because people are doing crazy things that they should not be. Racism and women's sports, like get out of here. So I just want to let you know, I had someone come into my DMs, and at first I was already boiling, and it was too fast for the DM to come through. And the DM said, "I mean, about hockey, most people only know of the existence of the NHL. I
Okay.
didn't even know women played hockey."
Do you know what part of world this person lives in?
Yes, I'm going to explain to you. And I just was like, first of all, are you dumb? Women don't play hockey. That's firstly what went through my head. Then I
Okay.
stopped. I took a deep breath and I just said, okay, where's this coming from this person's perspective? They come from a soccer football world. They're Latin from, let's just say, South America.
Okay.
They're a mixture of South America and Europe descent
Sure.
in football world. So like half Italian, I would say half Colombian. It's a he, and he's comes from very hard soccer roots,
Okay.
and they live in South Florida.
I feel like I could like start guessing people now based on
Yes,
based
you can
on
guess because it's not fair. So I just stopped and I was like, I can't yell or be annoyed or say aggressive things back because what you don't know. And representation matters. And from where he comes and what his feed shows him.
Sure.
You can show him any women's hockey. So how would he know? We know we live in Canada, we live and breathe it. And maybe, sure, we don't watch every hockey match or
But
Canucks game on TV. What?
question. He lives in Florida,
South Florida. But again, I know they have a hockey team, but they don't have a women's hockey team.
but he
All
lives
he
in the
knows ab-
States. We
but all
always
he knows about is NHL. Nobody in his circle or around him plays hockey or
sure.
knows about hockey, and it doesn't show up on his feed. So I had to really take a chill pill.
Mm.
And what did I hit him with? Oh, I said maybe because we live in Canada and it's massive here, and we have a women's pro hockey league here. This is why I know about women's hockey. Also, like my friends grew up playing it, but like I was giving him all the grace. He's like, "Ah, okay, that makes sense."
Fair. I was just gonna say in the Olympics and everywhere, it always comes down to the US and the Canadians in both men's and women's.
You know
So
what? I'm telling you again, maybe people aren't watching. It's not in their
I
feeds
get
and they
it.
never grew up with it. So he didn't even
Yeah.
clock that there was a women's hockey team.
And Florida's a warm, yeah.
Warm climate
So
place.
yeah,
So
you're not thinking
I mean, even though the Panthers keep freaking winning things in the NHL. Anyways, that was a crazy experience for me to be like, I'm sorry, are you like, and I know you, and you're honestly a good person, extremely nice person, very, very nice, humble, gentle, just like that just caught me off guard. But I had to just, everyone doesn't know everything, and we need to, instead of yelling and being aggressive, that just taught me that this is why we're doing the podcast. This is why I love talking about sports, because I feel like it's a great education piece. It's a great conversation starter. We have to come with kindness though when we're doing it because everyone doesn't know everything. We didn't know tons about curling. Other Canadians could look down on us and be like, hello. It's like a major sport in Canada. Like, what are you guys doing fighting over things? So
you think people who love curling are listening to this?
you I mean, I could be a big fan of curling, could be listening to this. How rude.
Yeah, I love bugging you live.
You know,
Okay,
everyone
so
can do
speaking,
this.
speaking, yeah, the whole curling community and association is
I joined from the sidelines because guess what? They're from the sidelines watching.
Listen, we talked about how much we enjoy curling and we haven't curled in a long time. We should go curling. Like
We should
that is
definitely
something
go
we should
curling.
do.
If you have just joined the live, we would love for you to engage in the chat. I know you guys are all scared to do that. But
Coach
we
Shan is monitoring. Please say hello.
no,
Uh,
I'm just stopping to say if you're joining, if there's a sport you really love that you would like to talk about, let us know. We will be talking about tennis and F1 in just a second. But
I have
is there
my
anything
speaking
else
of
really?
tennis, I have my little Wimbledon cup that
Oh, good one. I have my Masters cup.
I'm.
Oh, should I quickly do Did You Know segment
No, no, no,
for
no,
golf?
no, 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 no. Because I quickly wanted to bring it from that person in your DMs who didn't know about women's hockey and knew more about men's hockey. I wanted to say
You know,
I was.
women's hockey existed, by the way.
It
Continue.
exists. And it's incredible. It's actually incredible.
We have a pro league here. Anyways, continue.
Men's hockey yesterday. I was at the gym. It was on the screens. It was
All right.
semifinal versus Czech. It was 3-3 tie. We went into overtime. You could sense the palpitation around the gym. Everyone kind of stopped and was
Yeah.
like staring at the screens, and I kind of turned around and I was staring at it. And they were in the overtime, and then it got close. Czech almost scored, and then there's this one guy versus three Czech players, the Canadian, and it's amazing. Shy, if you haven't seen this clip of him, it's
I
three
saw that. I
versus
saw it
one.
online.
Okay, yeah, so it's three versus one, and he goes and he gets that goal, and like the gym erupted, and was actually quite fun to randomly catch that moment with strangers where we were all like, oh my God, that was freaking
The stress
close.
of it, I
It was so
know.
stressful. It was so stressful. Anyway, it was fun. I just
Um,
wanted
and then our captain also got hurt, so hopefully he comes back. Did you know that?
oh, I didn't know that. No.
Crosby, yeah, he got hurt. Okay. Are we done with Olympics, or is there any
Yeah.
major thing on your feed that you
No.
want to quickly? I'll just quickly, in 3 seconds, just look anything else up that I had flagged. 3 overtime eliminator games on the same day for hockey, for that's men's hockey. So that was a big day yesterday. And then women's, we're so happy our captain is back. It's still 0-0 for those of you that have logged in. The score is still that. And just to wrap up women's hockey in the US, Canada, Stanley Tucci, there
Hmm.
was a little episode that he had done recent, maybe last week, that I saw. It was him and Snoop Dogg, which is a lols by itself, the two of them just like having a chit chat. And then he had taken, I would say, 5 or 6 US hockey, women's hockey players out to dinner in Italy, and was asking them, just questions like, what position do you play? What position, they asked him, like, what position do you think you would play or would want to play? And he said forward, which is like, they're like, oh, we could see that in you, XYZ. And so he's like, oh, who's like your biggest competitor or whatever? And straight away they said Canada. It's like, we hate them. And
Oh.
me and Ma were watching, we're like, we hate you guys too then, damn. And they're like, not like that, but they are our biggest competitor, and it is a strongest like rivalry that they have. So I got also super excited. I was like, really hope they make it to the finals, and they have. So I'm just gonna wrap that in a bow. We're gonna move past hockey,
Hmm.
and I have nothing else crazy on my feed that's popping up for Olympics, unless I'm gonna give you one more second to say, is there anything else on your feed that you wanted to bring up for the Olympics?
No, am I missing something? Like, why are
No,
you
we're
bringing?
gonna do did you know? Golf. Let me just hit you with
Oh,
the golf.
oh,
I brought the gnome.
okay.
I brought the Masters gnome. Do you
I
know
noticed.
why?
I noticed the gnome. Yeah.
But do you know why Masters happens April? Why have I
Oh my
randomly
God.
just
Shy. I have never noticed the back of the gnome turn it around and the golf clubs.
how cute is that?
I don't know why I never noticed it. Okay. Very.
It's
Why the
just
gnome?
why the gnome? This is the Did You Know segment. So they asked Tiger Woods if if the Masters is like out of like play for him. Like, is he gonna and he said no, which means he's working his body and his physique and all of that. So he might beat the Masters. So that's breaking news for all things people in golf. The fact that he still thinks that he is physically capable and he will be at the Masters, it's huge for for the game. Huge for the Nomi boy right there.
Okay.
So the internet kind of stopped in the golf world. A Anthony Kim, nothing like too crazy's really happened, but the Anthony Kim story that we spoke about last week on Monday
Hmm.
is still all over my feed. Everyone that's a somebody in golf has now been asked about it, even Tiger, and has spoken about what he was able to do and how he dug himself out of a deep, dark hole of wanting to take his life and drugs and alcohol. I've goosebumps again, disappearing from the sport for 12 years to come back to play, I would say, top 10 players, two of the top 10 players in the world on the final day of the first tournament back, and to beat them and to win is just a story that's not a feel good story. It's a human story.
It's incredible. It's so
And
good.
so even Tiger, I think his quote was something like, it's like, just like it warms your heart. It gives your heart a hug to hear and to like hear this story and what he's had to come out of. And Tiger's played with him when he was a younger, and he said he was an incredible player. 3 PGA champion, like PGA tour wins at that age, under 25, is a big deal to have. And so I think for the game of golf, we really needed this. There was a lot of divide in the game of golf with the whole live. We have TGL, that's indoor simulator, and we have the PGA Tour, some players going back. And this just brought everybody back. And I think it brought it brought everyone's human and heart into it, and not so much who's getting money, where are they going, that part. So it brought the community together, which I truly love. And then Tiger hitting us with is the Masters off the table? That's what it was. Is Masters off the table? And the guy says no.
No.
And then he just stops, smiles. Next question. It was like the internet went absolutely berserk over that.
This is when our algorithms are
Around.
this is when our algorithms are so different because none of that on my feed. None of
None
that.
on your feet, but can you believe that this guy still has that much weight to his name that the internet, his
Sure.
legs are shot, he's had a bajillion surgeries. The hope that every golfer still has for Tiger to have a comeback again. He already had a comeback in 2019, but just like, I don't know, the craze. I have never seen so many grown men
Hmm.
drool over another man that are not gay um in a sports setting like
Hmm.
I have with men at the Masters with Tiger Woods.
Hmm.
And the vulgar things that they say to each other as I'm standing there, the things they would do to him, for him, how they would like just to be in the same like vicinity as him. It's
Bizarre.
so insane to me
How?
that they're that obsessive over an athlete, a
Hmm.
person. Yeah, it's crazy. So I've heard so much and it never stops. Anyway, so that's my little did you know piece on Tiger. Also, the LPGA Tour, they're in Thailand coming up week, which is very exciting because we know we love Thailand. Should I do
Hmm.
a golf retreat in Thailand? Off topic.
Do they have golf courses in Thailand? I guess they do if they're having a tournament
Of
there.
course, they have tournament. They have tons of golf courses in town.
Yeah,
There's
I
golf
want to
courses
go.
everywhere. But
Ah,
when you leave North America, it just becomes a wealthy person's sport. Over here, you could play golf for 20, 30, $40, like public courses.
mm-hmm.
There, they don't have like public courses access like we do, especially in Asia. Even in Europe,
Well,
it's
because you need space and the maintenance
caddies. They
and
require you to have
whatever.
caddies,
Yeah.
and they've still kept it for the wealthy.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, but golf
Yeah.
retreat, I do. So a plug for myself. I do. If you're listening from wherever you are, I am hosting a golf retreat in Greece in September this year. We're going to add Italy to the mix, so stay tuned to listen to that. That is breaking news that no one's heard of just yet. And I was just thinking, we love Thailand. Wouldn't it be fun to take a group to Thailand? Would that be a vibe?
Yeah. Thailand would
2027?
be the best. Of course, it would be the
And we
people.
were thinking of
Food.
Japan as well. So if you're listening, if you're
Oh
a
my God,
golfer,
girl,
this
you're going on a global tour. Like what?
because why not? Um, what would you rather? Where would you rather play golf and have like a travel scene? Thailand, Japan. What's another fun place we can add into the mix? Or Greece? They get to pick one.
Okay.
Add it into the comments or DM me. I would love to hear which or where out of those three places that you would actually. Let's do Italy. Thailand, Japan, or Italy. If you had to pick one, which would
Mhm.
it be? Or give me your ranking order. I would love to hear that from you guys. All right, so that is mostly my did you know Anthony Kim is still a vibe and is still happening. If you have just joined the chat, welcome. Let us know in the chat if you want to like chit chat about any specific sport or if we've missed anything so far. So thanks for joining. We just finished the Did You Know golf part. And then we're live Mondays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come join us for all things golf and all the other sports. Where do you want to hit next? Quick
Well,
F1 update for the people?
yeah, like it has to be. Let me do it real quick because then we have tennis and all the
Go.
things, and then
Quick
we all
F1 update.
we all know that I have to eat lunch after, so we know how that works. Okay, Bahrain. These are my little notes. Bahrain's got testing going on right now, so it's before the season starts. Essentially, in pre-testing, Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton, who were once on the same team, are not. They're both showing strong pace in Bahrain.
Mhm.
And George Russell, who races for Mercedes, is looking real good there. there seems to have been some changes with the engines, and there's some controversy. So the new 2026 cars have received mixed reviews, with drivers describing them as fun, while others note that they are not the purest form of racing. So the FIA is looking into the loophole regarding the new engine designs. On driver and team news, Red Bull has confirmed a lineup change for 2026. So they've got Isaac Hajar, who I don't know of, with
The younger rookie, yeah.
with Verstappen, a classic staple. And in the upcoming calendar,
Yuki, the Japanese driver.
you
Where is
know,
he gone? I gotta look that up later. When
yeah,
F1 season starts March 6th, so in Oz. So I will be ready to have all my facts and things ready for all my F1 people out there. Yuki, dang, I wonder where they're gonna put him somewhere else, but okay, interesting.
and I was gonna say for the upcoming calendar, so there's 24 races. It's just so many, and they've
That's a
got a
lot.
new circuit in Madrid,
They've already talked
and
about Barcelona, I think. Yeah.
right, and then the season concludes with a triple header ending in Abu Dhabi. I don't really.
Got it warm. They always leave it warm in the
They always
November
ended, yeah, they
timeframe.
ended there.
All
Um,
right, transitioning to speaking about Abu Dhabi in the Middle East,
oh,
let's
there's a
transition
segue alert.
all things tennis. Let's hit the people with the tennis. First of all, these boys over here, let's hit them with the boys first.
You showing a visual? It's time
Showing a
for a
visual.
visual.
Like they're gone fishing. Okay, so in basketball, when there used to be playoff time, on TNT, Ernie and the crew, like Shaq and Kenny and all them, they would always have like an emoji or an icon of the team's gone fishing, meaning that they've lost. So they're now and like their season's over essentially, so they can go fishing. I don't know why that was the first thing. If there's any basketball fans out there, does this make you think of that when they used to always say they've gone fishing, they would have like an emoji of like the guy LeBron like fishing and his teammates and stuff. Anyways, they're fishing in Doha. Um, I want to bring something up to you that I don't know if you know.
Mm, they fish in Doha, hey? I guess they fish
Yeah,
everywhere.
you can fish everywhere in the world,
Hmm.
as long as you have a body of water. We don't know if it's fresh or farmed. I'm assuming it's fresh. I wanted to bring this up to you. Where are you? Did you know
Mm,
that the winner of the Qatar, what are they calling it? Exxon Mobil?
yeah, the open.
The Qatar Exxon Mobil tournament that's currently going on, the winner makes $500,000.
Okay.
But Sinner and Alcaraz for appearance fees have been given $1.2 million just to show up to
Uh,
play in this tournament because they clearly were not gonna there was not gonna be part of their calendar.
right.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, money buys things, doesn't it? And in this case, if we need the world's top two competitors to come in, ideally, they're hoping they're going to go head to head in the finals and sell a ton of tickets and bring media, then I mean, it's crazy that they're getting paid over double the
Getting paid
amount.
more than double of the winner. I wonder, this is like the kind of crazy things that go in my head of like the business side of things. I wonder if their contract says that if they win, they don't get the 500,000.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
cap it at the 1.2, you're gonna get that regardless.
No, they're going to
But
get
then
that
if
money
you
too.
wanna push hard and win,
Yeah, yeah.
no, then maybe they do win it. Maybe they
They
do
win
win
it. They win. There's no way they don't win that. It's just this the bonus for it's an appearance fee. The appearance fee is 1.2, and hey, if you win it, you get that half.
crazy talk. So which is why I wanted to bring this up to you. There's an image that I have from the source, which is why I think they did this. This is part of their appearance fee was they had to go
Yes.
fishing. They
So
had to kind of showcase, the traditional wear. I'm assuming this like whatever this plaid. I don't know if they're pants or if it's like a kind of like a skirt that they kind of wrap up.
mhm.
A shawl type thing that they wanted these guys in because if you look, none of them have any logo t-shirts. They're all wearing white. So
Right.
they're very traditional how fishermen would fish in the villages, even in Pakistan. I'm sure Nana took like guys out that would have this kind of traditional wear back then because people didn't have tons of money and fishermen were the source of food. So That to me was really interesting. I wanted to hear your thoughts on that. Do you have any updates besides
So
this for them?
basically, it's a big promo video for Doha. That's what
Cool.
this is. Like, it's just a promotional. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. It's not just the tennis. There's
Medvedev, obviously here. There's Sinner here. If you can't see these images, there's Alcaraz, Sinner, Medvedev, and I always forget the redhead's name.
Rublev.
Yeah, Rublev. There you
Yeah,
go.
they've got heavy hitters there. They have like
Yeah,
top
we
10.
do.
Yeah, it makes sense. I was just gonna say I just watched a little highlight where he was playing Royer, who I don't know, Carlos was, and he won the first set 6-2, and he was down 5-2 in the second set. Like literally that guy needed to win one game. Carlos was literally losing, and he came back and he made it 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 5-6, 5-7, i.e.
It's so annoying. Like, how does
He
he
won
do
the
that?
whole thing. I
That's
mean,
crazy talk. He
incredible.
just like triggers something in his brain cell and just goes, activate
Yeah, he
now.
activated. He activated. So
He
he
just goes,
activated with
activate now.
that. Yeah,
I guess he's playing right now.
he was not interested in taking it to 3 sets, and with the ATP 1000, they go men's and women's, they only play, best of 3. So anyway, that I just thought was incredible. I also didn't know, were you aware that the Dubai so the women are playing in the Dubai Duty Free Championship. Did you know this was a thing?
I've kind of fallen. I fell off of tennis. I didn't know the too much over the 1000 series. I obviously only watch the Grand Slams, but I'm back
You're
and
back.
I will be now into it. I did
Yeah.
not know about any of these. So
There's
continue. In the
so
Middle East right now.
many. I think there's so many, and the thing is, so many of the big players, the top 10 are going. So I think there's just more media around it. And I think that's why it's coming up on all of our socials as well. Anyway, so the women were in Qatar. They played, our girl Vicky was a runner up to Carolina
That was
Muchova.
last. Let's talk this. Yeah,
Okay, so they've gone to Dubai now, and so now the
correct.
men are in Qatar, and I imagine the men would then follow suit and go to Dubai next. So it's kind of a bit of a
Well,
back.
we don't know that, but I want to talk about this Dubai series because it's been so much drama happening. I don't even know if
Oh
you're
my
no.
God.
So this is the drama spicy part of the series. So, Swiatek and Sabalenka, I'm going to do quotations because whatever. We don't really know. One claimed that Sabalenka claimed she had an injury,
Mm,
so she bailed and got out of it. And then Swiatek said mental health, like mental health, she needs a break.
sure.
So two big athletes have now pulled themselves out. The person who runs the Dubai tournament was very, I didn't know, I thought it was a woman who was quoting it, but they're showing him.
Mm,
And he has previously also said this. So I'm going to read the quote. And it says, so I don't know. I think there should be a harsher punishment on the players for withdrawing, not just fines. They should be docking ranking points. They should be docked ranking points.
mm,
I even asked the tournament doctor, what is the injury? He said it's a minor injury. No one that would force her to, nothing that would force her to withdraw from the tournament. And for Iga, I asked, isn't this a strange decision? So this gentleman who runs this tournament has been extremely vocal. Okay, there's two parts of the story. One is they need to make money, right?
mhm,
So in tennis, the top players, when they show up, they like the appearance fee that we just spoke about the men. These women have said, yes, we will show up and we will be there. So all the banners, all the videos, everything is showing
mhm.
Sabalenka, is showing Iga. And then all of a sudden, at the snap of a second, the players can say, I have an injury, I have whatever I have, and they pull themselves out of the tournament.
Do they pay a fine? I think they do.
They do. So he had said in the previous years, I had read somewhere that Serena had done something like this, but
Mhm,
he had to pay $100,000 fine. But
mhm.
he's like, but that doesn't matter to her because the next tournament she's going to make millions or $1 million. So what's 100,000 to her
Oh,
when she's making 1 million?
mm,
So I see both sides. I
mhm,
see that if I was hosting a tournament and all of the top, let's say 10 players or 5 of the top 10 players had agreed that they're going to come to the tournament, I'm using that as marketing material to draw people in. And
mhm.
2 days before or a day before, they've now two of the top players of the top 5 have backed out. I think the number one and number two have backed out. And that's not all. What else has happened is big names have withdrawn their match. So, in the middle of playing, um, if they have highlighted them, it's been a walkover. So, Anisimova has had a walkover
Mm,
before even starting. Alex had a walkover because Baptiste, I guess,
mhm,
claimed
mhm,
injury.
mhm.
Andriva had a walkover. Benchik had a walkover.
Wow.
So this was why are the players pulling out of the Dubai 1000 is what this screen shows.
Ooh, okay.
And then they're just showing like all the different injuries. So then from a player standpoint, it's the start of the season. So I was gonna say, is there too many tournaments for them to feel the pressure
Yes.
to be in and play in? But the years just started, so they haven't played that many tournaments to all of a sudden be withdrawing. There's a deeper something going on, and I did see I had somewhere on my feed. I saw that Jesse Pegula was going to have a meeting as part of the Players Association with WTA. I think that this is a bigger conversation that needs to happen. Players Association, WTA, tournament directors, they need to come together. They need to find a better way of managing this. I don't know if docking points off of ranking if someone's genuinely injured, and then how can you prove that they're not genuinely injured?
Right.
So I think there's a lot of like gray area there. But this is something I'm going to keep my eye on. I'm going to keep my eye on the next couple of tournaments to see who else is just casually withdrawing from tournaments and what that all looks like. But on a good, high, fun topic note,
Oh,
Coco and Jesse Pegula are both have won their 100 WTA 1000 wins, which not many Americans have done that in the past. So that's pretty exciting that they're doing well there. And then another thing I wanted to bring to everyone's attention, Coco's just like the cutest. I just feel like she's just such a great promoter of tennis and diversity and other ethnicities in the golf tennis space. So I'm going to share this. She, Alex, who is Filipino, massive, massive, massive crowd that showed
yeah.
up in Doha for her. And this is the one where she beat her. So she beat Alex, but a great crowd coming to cheer her on. And she kind of acknowledged the Filipino crowd there and said, "We love that we have new fans that are here from a different country and different lens that is coming to spectate. And I want to encourage all of you to keep coming and keep supporting women's tennis and supporting your player." Even though like they were against her, right? Playing. I think that's huge for tennis.
Ugh,
Isn't that just like so nice? And she's like a
Coco.
mature young woman to be able to speak on such a big stage about her awareness on the sport that she loves and she plays as a professional athlete, how she shows up. She smashed the racket in the back, not in front of the kids. She
Mhm.
wanted to see it. The fact that she realizes to grow the game, we need different ethnicities and different people from around the world to be a part of tennis to bring the sport and make it global. Acknowledging the fans that I know you were cheering for her and that let's keep bringing you guys back to back, keep cheering her on. I love to see different faces in the audience. Coco, you need an award
She is what we call a class act.
and a global ambassador of tennis.
She is a class act. She is so mature. She's so well spoken,
That's such
and she just has. She is the. She's the best. You want to be friends with her. She seems approachable and kind and genuine. And I mean, that's how you do it. That she. Oh, you know what? She always goes high. She always takes the high road. Always. I mean, we could really learn from a 21-year-old at this point.
Yeah, she really really does.
Ugh, she's the best.
So yeah, so she's in the semifinals. So,
Okay.
and she beats Alex, who we spoke about before with when we had Rashina on. So
This
yeah,
is
I think that this is go
This
ahead.
is the duty free open, right? The
It's
Dubai,
the
their
duty free open. This was did you see this was the punishment withdrawal with the
oh
whole
my
like
god,
thing,
the drums.
the drama of it all. So Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on obviously women's tennis. If you have if anyone that's listening, if you guys have a thought one way or another on what women's tennis should do, if you were the commissioner of the WTA or the president and you were sitting in these meetings, what would be some discussions that you would have with tournament directors and coming from an understanding place of generating revenue, which is their job, and that's why you host tournaments. And that's how you can provide a bigger winning fees, right? Like winning, what do you call them? Prize money?
That's money.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how you can provide good prize money for the players is by having tickets sold and having sponsors there. So
Yeah.
it goes both ways. So I think that the WTA is a very, very important role and really straightforward open meetings to have. And I think Jessie Pegula is kind of leading that with a couple of other women. So from a player's perspective, you always need to hear what they have to say as well. So I would love to sit in those meetings because my sports marketing
Of
brain and my sports business
course.
brain is just like that person.
Well, it sounds like you are going to be keeping an eye on a lot of things.
I just will be keeping an eye on all things
That's
sports. Do
right.
you let's quickly end with what's on your feed? One thing that was on your feed that kind of like shook you.
Oh my God, you said I was ready to wrap it up and go eat lunch, but
One last
you
thing. One last thing. I want you to say what's on your feed. We told the people we would tell them.
this is crazy. Let me cold notes this. Basically,
It's crazy.
a couple this popped up on my feed and I was like, we had just finished dim sum and I was reading it aloud in the car because the comments were so good. But essentially, everything crazy comes out of Florida. I swear to God. Um,
Don't do that to the Floridians, but continue.
we
It is
love
what
it there. We love Florida.
it
Basically, a
was.
couple in jail, man and woman, get pregnant without even touching or physically seeing each other. They do it through the ventilation system. He would basically ejaculate in little like saran wrap things, fold it up like a little cigarette, like roll it up, get it through the ventilation using bed sheets. She put it in there using a yeast infection applicator, and it actually worked. And she got pregnant. They've never even seen each other. They started communicating through these vents, turned into this
Is this
thing.
actually real life, or is this just someone just made this
No,
story
this
up?
is literally true story, and the baby is with the mom in prison. Like, this is nuts,
Wait,
and that
she's
is what
pregnant, or she actually had the child?
she had the child, I'm pretty sure.
You're gonna have to check your sources.
Yeah, I'm not sorry,
You know
I'm
what's
not
great
sure
though?
I think she's pregnant. I don't think she's had the child, but I think there was speak of, like, the child would be with the mom. That's what it was.
I just need to know comments because people are lit. People are smart with their words. What were the comments saying?
So I couldn't find I had to Google the story because I
Oh,
couldn't remember what I found it on. But, like, there was a comment about, Shawshank, Inception. Like, it just there was one about the baby being born in a gated community.
that's
One
hilarious.
A name, if it's a boy, is Jalen, like jail in. I mean,
That's
listen,
too much.
there was so much gold. So much gold. It's
People,
great.
the internet is too much sometimes, but they're just
Last
smart with it.
last week in Florida, a 7-year-old couple beats each other up at pickleball. This week
That
in
was wild.
Florida, we get pregnant without even physically seeing or touching each other in prison. What will happen in Florida next
Next
week?
week.
And maybe we need to have a feature that is just like this week in Florida.
Florida. Did
What?
Taylor Swift make us Florida?
Yeah, 'cause
Boom, boom, boom,
she had a big moment in Florida,
Florida.
so she like wrote a lot of her songs about Florida. We love that song. Anyways, anything on your algorithm?
Crazy times, Florida. What is happening to the hockey game before I tell you what was on my
Oh yeah,
feed? Let me refresh the interwebs.
I'm
Dang,
slightly
somebody has won. Yes, Canada. Let's go.
I was slightly nervous.
1-0.
And
I was freaking out. I just
you
saw one.
started, Shine, you started this podcast yelling.
Okay,
You started yelling midway through at some point, and then you have proceeded to yell at the end. So,
that was a hype. I just okay, this is for you then. This is what's on my feed. Can you read it?
hang on. What is the visual? Is that what is that? This is my my eldest kid who is about to complete the chore I've given him an hour ago. So this is a dig directly to me.
This is you in a nutshell.
Yep.
I was like, how can I repost this 7,000 times?
Is
Explain to
that
the
a
people.
sloth? Like
It's
what?
a sloth. I
Yeah.
feel like, and just think about the slowest moving animal just crawling to go to do any task that's humanly possible. That would be you, aka clearly every eldest kid does this. And the middle kids, I mean, we have to always, I clearly have a comment there. I'm like, I'm the middle child. It's too much for us. We have to end up doing all the work of the eldest because this is how you're moving.
Because
So
we are
parents never pick on you again. Very strategic of all you eldest children.
because
I thought this was so. Oh, someone's actually replied to me.
what do they say? They probably
Oh,
hear
he gave
you.
me lots of yeah, because it is true. So this is you. This was my dig to you. It was just too good not to share to the
We are
internet.
tired being the eldest. Okay, we have a lot of the weight being setting an
What,
example.
nothing.
I am
No tasks are being done by you.
I am busy looking pretty and I am
Oh, yeah. I'm
exhausted.
exhausted.
It
I'm
is a
exhausted.
full-time job looking good. So leave us alone and pick up after us, okay? And if you're gonna ask me to do something, it'll take me a very long time. There's a good chance I'm not gonna find it or not gonna be able to do it, and I will need your help.
Honestly, you not being able to find things in the refrigerator or just in general is just too much for mankind to live with. And I feel like it's gonna be. I'm gonna blame the men. If you have a brother, a husband, a friend that's a guy, please in the comments you have to let me know. Can they find anything,
We
even
are
descriptively?
truly useless as a
Like you guys
species.
look with half an eye, not even two or one eye. You're looking with half an eye and not interested to listen or actually look. And it's just too much. Two brothers and a dad, it's too much.
And
I'm
on that
exhausted.
note,
And a
we
middle child. No, what are you looking forward to for the weekend? Let's end on a high.
oh, I get to go see a really fun comedian. Yeah, the one that our friend sent us a viral video of. She does the Italian, like at
We
the
will show
airport.
them
Yeah,
next week on Monday. Some of this.
Laura, and she's, I believe she's Canadian. She just got her Canadian citizenship. She had a little post.
Oh,
Yeah, so she is in Vancouver, and I'm excited to go see her with some friends.
that's tons of fun. That'd be great.
Mm.
What I'm looking forward to is the Arsenal Tottenham match Sunday. I will be freaking out. I will be watching it. I'm excited for the MLS season to start on Saturday. So the
Mm.
Whitecaps, I'll be cheering them on. It'd be great to see what's going on and how like the season, like I guess a lot of soccer and football this year. A lot of really good like
Mhm.
big sporting soccer football events happening this year. So and then we have the Winter Olympics. I'm just so happy for sports. And I will have the TV on in the background, just listening to all the things that are happening. Yeah, I don't know. Do we know when this sounds really bad. I should know this. Do we know when the men's hockey final is?
I do not know, but I've imagined in a couple of days because that was
Men's
the what was it,
hockey.
the semi or the quarters they just won, so they would be going into semis then the
The
finals.
21st is what day? Oh, this weekend is the semis.
Oh,
Oh no,
okay.
final men's tournament final bronze event will happen on the 21st. And
Right.
then men's final gold is the 22nd. Guys, the 22nd
Monday?
is next week. Okay, great. So we can let me
Wait,
show.
is
No,
it the
sorry,
Monday?
I'm in the wrong month. I'm in the wrong month. 1 second.
22nd is Sunday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I will be watching first Arsenal Tottenham, and then I will be no, I won't. It's a 5:10 a.m. Man, I will probably not be waking up. Maybe I'll wake up. I did it for Carlos. So a lot of really good sports this weekend. I will be in my feed, probably on TV and or recording all the events. So I'm looking forward to some. You're gonna be laughing and being ha ha hoo hoo with a comedian. I'll be
You'll be
all
keeping an eye, as you said.
yeah. We will see you guys at 10 a.m. on Monday. And we hope you have an absolutely beautiful weekend. Again, Year of the Horse, wishing you guys great strength, happiness, and great health. And we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.